divers uncover long-sunken shipwreck containing a cargo that tells a truly chilling tale. Everybody dreams of finding buried treasure, but only a few ever succeed. Even so, these discoveries are rarely as straightforward as you might expect. You have to be careful about what you dig up. So what happens when one team of expert treasure hunters unearth something no one expected? These explorers gave in to their curiosity and got wrapped up in a centuries-old mystery. Before long, they uncovered a forgotten history full of dark and unimaginable secrets. Beneath the calm waters of Cape Cod in Massachusetts, there is a massive secret, one that lay hidden for hundreds of years. But it didn't stay that way forever. It is the wreck of the Whydah, a massive ship built to hold 150 men and several hundred tons of cargo. This ship went missing off the coast of New England in 1717, and many assumed that it was lost forever. However, explorer Barry Clifford discovered the wreck of the Whydah in 1984, and he has been digging up artifacts from the site ever since. His exploits make him one of the greatest treasure hunters of all time. Barry has long been on the hunt for a treasure that will make him a legend. He once believed he found the remnants of the Santa Maria from Christopher Columbus's original 1492 voyage, but tests later determined it was a different vessel. The Whydah, however, was a monumental find. It was the flagship of one of the history's greatest pirates, Black Sam Bellamy. This captain was known as the Robin Hood of the seas, and for good reason. For one thing, Bellamy only targeted wealthy merchants and tried to use as little violence as possible. His crew members received equal pay and respect, even those who were Native Americans or former slaves. In fact, the Whydah was originally the property of slave traders until Bellamy seized it by force and freed the captives on board. Most famously, Bellamy pulled off the biggest heist in pirate history. Historians estimated that he plundered the modern equivalent of $120 million throughout his career. These daring exploits made Bellamy one of the most talked about pirates of his time. He rose above his criminal origins to become a bona fide folk hero. Unfortunately, Bellamy didn't have much time to enjoy his success. A massive storm sank the Whydah, claiming untold amounts of treasure and most of the crew, including Bellamy himself. Centuries later, Clifford and his colleagues have unearthed countless relics and treasures from the wreck, and with these they established the Whydah Pirate Museum to share Bellamy's story. Even though Clifford's team has been studying this site for decades, he still felt like they were only scratching the surface. Then, one diving mission in late 2016 changed everything. The explorers located a large chunk of debris from the Whydah that had many artifacts trapped inside of it. They hauled it up to dry land for a closer look. It presented a virtual treasure trove with genuine coins and seafaring equipment jutting through the surface. But this motherlode contained one thing that the scientists did not expect to find: human bones. They came across a femur just a short distance away from what appeared to be Bellamy's pistol. Could it be the remains of the late great captain himself? Clifford knew they needed proof, so he recruited a team of forensic scientists. They extracted DNA from the bone and compared it to that of one of Bellamy's descendants in the United Kingdom. At last, the results came in. But it was not a match. This bone likely belonged to an anonymous crew member, but certainly not to Captain Bellamy. The elusive Black Sam slipped away from authorities yet again. The bad news sunk Clifford's theory faster than the Whydah. Nevertheless, the bone gave researchers the chance to learn more about the typical sailor from that era. Clifford can still take pride in his ongoing excavation of the Whydah. After all, no other famous pirate ship has been studied so closely. Nobody can question his accomplishments or contributions to history. Beside, the mysteries of the Whydah are still out there in the briny deep. And Bellamy's final resting place may even surface someday. All it will take is the right person to find it. What other famous pirates do you know? Here are just a few. Edward Teach. We know him as Blackbeard. He was English and lived 1680 to 1718. Although there have been more successful pirates, Blackbeard is one of the best known and widely feared of his time. He commanded 4 ships and had a pirate army of 300 at the height of his career, and he defeated the famous warship, the HMS Scarborough, in sea battle. Bartholomew Roberts, also known as Black Bart. He was Welsh and lived from 1682 to 1722. Roberts's crew admired his adventurous courage, calling him pistol-proof. However, he died in a vigorous battle against British captain Ogle. His death left many of his faithful followers and admirers reeling. Henry Every, or Long Ben, English, and lived from 1653 to unknown. He began his naval career in the British Royal Navy, served on several ships before he joined a venture known as the Spanish Expedition Shipping in 1693 and became a pirate captain through mutiny. He also became one of the most feared and successful pirates of the Red Sea. What other pirates do you know that are famous?